Finally, I am here to watch this video. Who are the most underrated Hololive ID members? And parentheses, all of them. This one's by Mumi Geekpoi, apparently. It's all of them. That's cool.
Last time we discussed the most underrated VTubers of Hololive EN, and today, as I promised, we'll continue the topic, but this time with the Indonesian part of Hololive. In my opinion, it's a very interesting topic because Hololive ID is the most consistent, unique and underrated at the same time. For that reason, while many people may disagree with me, I'll speak about all Hololive ID members, except Kobo. She is one of the biggest in the whole Hololive, so I'd rather make a video speaking about why she is so famous, sometime in the future. As for today, we'll discuss the rest of the Indonesian talents, or rather half of them, since I'll cover
When I explain why she's so famous, promotion, bro.
for the rest in part 2. There is no reasonable order in how famous or underrated they are, so let's just start with Zeta. She debuted with the third generation together with Kobo and Kaela, and taking into account that she have reached the million subscribers this month, I think it's fair to say that this generation is the most successful in Hololive ID. According to her story, Zeta is a secret agent, but looking at her channel, I might assume that she found herself a new hobby, video games. She has other types of content like ASMR videos, which people really love, but video games are the main activity on her channel, and she is probably one of the VTubers with the biggest focus on them. Her voice is beautiful and I love her music, but most of her covers were made 2-3 years ago, and overall she doesn't seem to focus on them that much, especially nowadays. But let's go back to her debut first. In my opinion, it was very solid and targeted a vast audience. The design of her model is not the most unique when it comes to Hololive ID, but I really love it, mainly for the color palette and a neat look. Plus, she mixes many languages. On her debut she could already speak fluent English and Indonesian, but she also had some knowledge of Korean and Japanese.
I don't know if this is true, but I feel like Zeta's main audience is not Indonesian. I feel like Kobo's is. Her main audience is mostly Indonesian, but I don't think Zeta's is. Because Zeta speaks a lot of English, and recently, because I mean, a year ago, she moved to Japan and she got more fluent in Japanese, and she spoke more Japanese in her videos and her streams. And I think that most of her audience are Japanese. Probably not Japanese, but not Indonesian. At least I don't think so. This is not factual.
I cannot rank her knowledge of Japanese back then, since I don't speak that language, but she improved it to the point that these days she can communicate with Japanese members, expressing herself more or less freely and keeping the conversation. I don't know if knowing Indonesian makes it easier, but even if it does, it's still a very good result that requires some effort. You can say that about many VTubers. It does. It's still a very good result.
Where? Mumi, where did you find the whole outfit of this? She's hot. She's so goddamn hot. Oh yeah. That's right. Oh yeah. Good. Alright, keep going.
Result that requires some effort. You can say that about many VTubers, but for such streamers as Zeta, personality and communication are the main reasons to watch her. And while knowing many languages helps to gain subscribers, it also has some negative effects. Zeta plays many games, some of which could be quite niche, and if you come on her stream and she speaks the language that you don't understand, it might be a problem for many people. I don't really think it happens that often,
gives translation
but at the same time,
to it afterwards.
it's easy to notice that although many people love Zeta, most of them are joining her at some special events and collabs, while only the most dedicated fans watch her consistently. So, while I still understand how it works from point of view, I still believe that many people are missing out. Zeta has a very good balance of cuteness, a bit of silliness, and if you are watching her for gameplay, you will also have a good time. There might be other reasons why people forget about Zeta, one of which once more her choice of games. After all, we are speaking about views on YouTube, and this platform may simply not recommend Zeta since the games she plays are not in hype. Or it could be some choices or lack of help from Hololive as a company that could be helpful as well. With all that said, Zeta is a very talented VTuber, and she is achieving results, becoming the 5th ID member to reach 1 million, which has not happened for a long time. Oh, and did you know that Zeta also posts her content on Instagram? And at the beginning of her career she even tried Facebook. I wanted to say that she might be the only one who does that, but then I checked Anya's YouTube, and she has all kinds of pages as well, and her Facebook is still relatively active. And since we're already here, let's speak about Anya. She is from the 2nd generation.
People still uses Facebook nowadays? I didn't even I thought Facebook is is dead.
of Hololive ID, and one of the reasons why I said that Zeta's model is not that unique when it comes to Hololive. I'm not sure if there was an explanation for that reason, but Hololive ID has many members whose models have some unusual art style. I don't say that it's good or bad, it's just something interesting for me, as it doesn't really depends on generation or something else. As example, all the Hololive EN members have a pretty similar art style, but Anya's model design is not the only thing that makes her unique. Her story details are fascinating as well. Anya is a mystical weapon that was granted a human body, and now she is all about sleeping and playing video games. And while the first part of the description is interesting, the second is the one that describes Anya best. Same as Zeta, she's focused on video games, and it's funny to say it because while I was writing this part of the script, they were playing Little Nightmares together. And this stream is actually a very good example of Anya's content. She mostly plays different types of horror games, as well as stream together with other branches of Hololive to play some co-op games. For the last half a year, Anya had so many streams with pretty much everyone, all parts of Hololive and all the generations. And while with some of them Anya could have only 1 or 2 streams, there are people whom you can see much more often. Just like Zeta. It's not like this stream
Why does Anya doing so many collabs but nobody really acknowledge her? That is something I don't understand. Why is Anya's like the least subscribed Holo ID members? Why? It doesn't make sense. People, why? I don't understand. I really don't. People, why are people sleeping on Anya, bruh?
Every week or months, but you can be sure that every 2-3 months you will see at least one co-op stream of this duo. For those reasons, I believe that Anya is a good friend, since I've never seen anyone who had so many interactions with others. As you may guess, she also speaks Japanese, Indonesian and English, with the same consequences as Zeta. But if she could, it could go even further, since she also speaks Korean, German, and she knows the basics of Sundanese. Overall, I'd say that taking into account that Anya has a very unusual model design, she is achieving some results. And maybe not that fast, but her channel is still growing, especially when she has some events or celebrations. She could draw more attention if there were more clips with her, but her personality is not that screaming or unhinged, so I can get why she has fewer clips. But if you love cozy and
I'm gonna give a little bit of shout out to Halu Storm again. His whole channel is basically just Anya, and that, you know, respect, man, respect. His whole channel, let me show you. Everything in his channel is Anya. All of them is just Anya. This is what you call a true fan, you know? The whole thing, man. Shout out to Halu Storm. Shout out to Mumi. Their channel is in the description below, alright?
Fun VTubers with versatile streams and communication with other girls, you should definitely check Anya. As the last detail, I can add that Anya has some good covers. Her voice is both beautiful when she is singing and overall pleasant during her streams. She even posted a cover together with Mumei a few months after her graduation, and if you look at the dates, you can see that it was Mumei's birthday, which is a very cute and sad thing at the same time. Anya and Zeta had a lot in common, so now let's take a look at someone a bit different and discuss a zombie. Before I get dozens of comments that Ollie is not underrated, I'll say yes, she has a big audience, but still, the gap between her and Koba is very big, so while it may be a bit too much to say that she is underrated, I still believe that she could be even more famous than she is right now, so I still want to speak about her. Her design is very colorful, and while it might be less experimental in terms of art style, I see nothing bad in it. And also, the idea of a zombie VTuber is quite interesting. It looks and feels very different from the rest of Hololive and makes her very recognizable. There were times when I thought that she was from a Zombieland anime. Maybe the style looks similar, or the fact that she is a zombie was enough, but even back then, I could easily remember her design and recognize her, which is a very good point when it comes to design. Apart from recognizable design, Ollie's personality is very distinguished as well. You can find many clips with her, mainly due to her sense of humor and interactions with other girls. You can hear the most unexpected scenes from her or see them on Twitter, since Ollie doesn't mind telling her honest opinion to people who post AI content. So if you just know her from clips, you will see an energetic person who loves to have fun, and maybe switch to Indonesian before giving some honest
I swear to God, the only person that can actually match the energy and the unhingedness of Ollie is probably Gigi and no one else. It's probably only her. It's so unfiltered, so straightforward that it's just, it almost feel like they're not supposed to be in this company, you know what I'm saying?
Straightforward replies. But although her answers may seem a bit toxic, Ollie's audience really loves her, and she has friendly relations with many girls in Hololive and streams with Holo stars. And when it comes to her content and reasons for her popularity, I feel that it might be something close to Elizabeth Rose. I know they're very different, but they both have a little bit of everything when it comes to content. She has many gaming streams, but it's not her main focus, and rather a part of it. Ollie often has free talk streams and karaoke. I must say her voice is very strong and beautiful, which makes Ollie quite famous when it comes to concerts and covers. Most of her original songs are very catchy, bright and colorful, her karaoke streams are very cozy and cute, and concerts are just amazing, both with singing and dancing.
Oh yeah,
I
the
really
concert.
love her performances on her.
Let me say something. Ollie's concert is the best, okay? When I'm in a concert, I'm just saying from a personal view, I'm not there to enjoy somebody else's singing. I'm not there to enjoy the atmosphere. I'm there to go crazy, okay? And that's what she delivered. That's why I like her performance a lot.
Birthday stream which she had recently, and overall Ollie had a pretty active times. She got a new outfit a month ago, then had her birthday party, and with all those events, she is on her way to 1.5 million on YouTube. I am looking forward to it, and I believe that Ollie has a potential to reach even higher. So when it happens, we'll get even more new content and celebrations. And while we are waiting for that to happen, let's discuss the last member for today. I have no idea what the rest of community thinks of that, but for some reason Kaela always popped on my recommendations, with some content of her own or on those streams with someone else. Even if we speak about Zeta, I first found her through stream with Kaela, so I always thought that she already has at least 1 million on her channel. Kaela has a very good and supportive community, with amazing fan art and official artworks as well. Her average views are very solid, and just the way her personality matches with her story is so amazing. Kaela has less diversity when it comes to game variety, but when she starts playing, she'll beat most of the games till the end, grinding and completing them, which lets you focus on 2-3 games that she's playing right now. Of course, if you're ready to watch 4-hour streams on average. And if Kaela really loves the game, well, it can get up to 10 hours or even more. She has short streams as well, since she plays some chill, funny and horror games with other girls, and this brings some diversity, but I believe that those solo streams are the main reason to watch her. They are very chill and cozy streams, where you simply enjoy the time by watching Kaela playing the games she loves. The level of her engagement brings a lot of good emotions, both from gameplay and Kaela speaking. She mostly speaks English on her solo streams, which also makes it easier to watch her whole streams without feeling lost, but I think in case of Kaela, you could easily watch her even if she mixed languages. It wouldn't hurt her that much, since you still can keep track of her gameplay. With all that said, Kaela is a perfect example of a gamer VTuber, which is 100% true, but she puts so much soul and efforts into her original songs. That's where she uses Indonesian, and it both sounds good and different. I really love the way her voice changes when she sings in her native language, so when it comes to Kaela, her songs are the gems that many people don't know about. As for the rest, I could say a lot about her model and how she's the only member who has a low quality PNG on the main Holo Life page, which just freaks me out, but a short member who has—
How did you even catch that? No, he right though. Like, yeah, I see a lot more pixel on there. Well, wow, Mumi, you catch that, that's crazy.
a low quality PNG on the main Holo Life page, which just freaks me out, but a short 2-minute part is not enough to share all I think. So let's conclude the first part of the video, and then I'll share some spoilers for future videos. Indonesian VTubers in Holo Life have the benefits of both Hololive IN and Japan, plus an extra points from the Indonesian audience. This should help them reach more people at the cost of average views, but is it that simple and everything depends on the language? I am not so sure. I still believe that it's more of a benefit, and while I don't want to say that it's all the fault of the company, I think at least to some point it could be this way. Some decisions look strange. I honestly don't hear that much about Indonesian VTubers as I do about Japanese and English, so there is a chance that people tend to forget or pay less attention to them for some other reasons, not just for the fact that they mix languages. But it's both difficult and early to state it myself, so you can share your thoughts with me in the comments. Sometime in the future I'll make part 2 of this video, but I'm also thinking of making individual videos to cover each VTuber in more details, which will be a new format for the channel. Meanwhile, you can watch a video about the most underrated VTubers of Hololive IN, and for today, thank you for watching and see you.
I mean, there's only 9 members in the Holo ID, so if you want to make a part 2 of it, who else are you gonna be talking about? I mean, Yofi could be in there, but I don't know who else. Alright, that's it.